Today we're going to talk about the dimensions of the face and how the face is laid out, the face and head. So when we have our, we know that our body is about 7 heads tall, right? So, but we're gonna talk about the face itself and how to approach it. So I'm going to start out by just drawing a circle. And then think about the jawline coming down from that circle. This is a pretty basic head shape. So since it's always going to be helpful to try to divide into sections. Here I'm going to take one section, is going to be here. And then I'm going to take an equal section and move that up to here, and then another one up here. So this is my rule of thirds, and the way that this works, I'm also going to bring a center line here. The eyeballs are about in the center of the head. They're going to be a little bit above the middle here. This is going to be where my eyes are. So I have these 3 equal sections. Those sections tell me the bottom of the nose, the bottom of the nose, the top of the eyebrow, and the bottom of the chin here. And then this is about going to be where the hairline is. And that gives me a good idea of where to go from there. So I know bottom of the nose, so bottom of the chin, bottom of the nose, and across the eyebrows. From there, I know this is my eyes are going to go about here. Sometimes it's easy to have an issue with where to place the eyes, how far apart to make them, whatever. It can be helpful to use this center line to find an equal distance from the center line, and then usually the eyes are the same width that they are apart. So I can put, if I do this, then I have a good spot for the corner of each eye. And I'm going to get my eyes close to about the same, a good distance apart and about the same size and the same placement on the head. Lips, I'm going to start with this Cupid bow, come down. And then I'm going to bring my chin up a little bit. I'm going to bring his hairline down a little bit. All right, so that gives me a pretty good, a pretty close anatomy of the face. So what I want you to focus on is figuring out this rule of thirds, that you have the forehead is 1, from the eyebrow to the nose is 2, and from the nose, bottom of the nose, the bottom of the nose to the bottom of the chin is 3. A common mistake that I'm going to see is putting this eyebrow, where the eyebrow should be, is putting the eyes up here. We feel like the eyes are higher on the head than they are, but in reality, eyes are about in the middle of the head. So this is what I want you to focus on, is finding these 3 sections and then figuring out how to divide the head up. And this is going to be true even if the head is not facing forward. So generally with the head, I'm going to start with this cranial section, which is what holds the brain, and then the first thing I'm going to do is try to find this center line, that center line of the face that goes right down the middle. From there, I can think about where the jaw is, and that gives me a more or less a head shape. So this center line, if it is moved over to this side, I'm going to see more of this side of the face and less of that side of the face. And then the next thing I want to do is to divide this face into 1, 2, 3 sections. This is where my hair is going to come to. This is going to be my eyebrows. My nose is going to start on this line and end on this line, but that's where it's going to come out from. But the bottom of the nose is going to be there. And the eyes are going to be in here. I'm going to see less of this eye on that side and a lot more of this eye over here, but I'm still not going to put that pupil right in the middle. And I'm going to put an ear in here, and then looking at what the hair is doing, who knows. Hair can be all over the place. All right. So this is without a model, just kind of drawing what I already know it's going to be close to. My next step is going to be really focusing in on value on this, but that gives me an idea of where the face goes, an idea of what those proportions are. So I want you to be mindful of this. If these sections are coming out equal, this is going to be true on most people. So this is something I really want you to look for on these portraits.